AITA for saying that I wouldn't be playing mom with my ex's affair baby? My ex-husband and I divorced 4 years ago because he cheated. He had an affair baby, Juniper, 3 yoff, with the other woman, but Juniper's mom passed away when she was 1 yo. Aside from my ex-husband and his family, she doesn't have anyone else because her mom grew in the system. He and I have 4 kids. Joshua chapter 20m, Cassidy 16f, Nate 11m and Jacob 8m. When we divorced, Joshua cut him off and Cassidy followed him soon after. They don't visit him anymore and has never met Juniper. He has always blamed me for that because I kept his children away. He might be an awful husband and partner, but he's an awesome dad. I'll give him that much. Nate and Jacob still visits him and are close with his baby. I tried once to take the 3 of them out when she was younger, but it wasn't for me. I know she's blameless, but I can't separate her from my ex's betrayal. So no, every time I pick Nate and Jacob up, I try not to engage much. If she says hi, I say hi back. If she waves, I do too. But nothing more. Now, every time I pick them up, she starts to mumble, "Mama. Mama." I've tell her things like, "No, Juniper. I'm not your mom. Call me my name." I'm fine with that. Last time she actually ran at me calling me mama and began to cry when I didn't pick her up and took her with me. Listen, I don't think my ex is telling her to call me mom. But that's how Nate and Jacob acts. Especially Jacob. He runs at me saying, "Mom. Mom," and hugs me. So I guess she's copying his behavior. Yesterday my son spent Easter with my ex's family. And Juniper ran at me again. I said hi and my ex asked for a second, which I said yes. He basically told me that seeing me picking the boys up, being affectionate and loving with them is confusing and hurting Juniper. She's a baby and she doesn't understand what's happening. So he asked me if I could just take her with me for a few days like I do with the boys and maybe, over the time, let her call me mom. I said absolutely no. That I'm sorry for Juniper. But that I won't be playing mom with her and that I'm only keeping a relationship with both of them because of our sons. He called me heartless and pointed out how she cries when I leave without her, but I said that it wasn't my problem and that he should deal with that. He later sent a video of Juniper crying by the door and said, "I hope you're happy." So, AITA? I mean, I know it's not her fault, but isn't mine either. NTA. But I disagree that he's a great father. Cheating aside, a great father would accept his responsibility for his estranged relationship with his oldest sons and work to repair it. Instead, he blames you. A great father to a motherless child would be working out how to meet her needs. Instead, he's trying to manipulate you into a quick fix by being her part-time mother. And no doubt, give himself a break. That sounds like an emotional train wreck for a girl who has already lost so much. Thanks to Reddit, I've learned that it's not totally uncommon for affair babies to be raised by the cheater and betrayed spouse. More power to those families and marriages for making it work. But trying to pawn off your daughter, the ex who left you because of the affair, how does he walk with those balls? I hope he steps up, takes responsibility, and becomes the father these kids deserve. NTA. But your ex is an absolute gem. Trying to guilt you into taking over parental duties for the kid he had while cheating on you? That's some stratospheric levels of awe right there. Holy moly. NTA. But there is another, simpler solution here. Let him pick up and drop off his sons while someone watches Juniper at home. Poor little girl. My heart goes out to her. But it also goes out to you. This isn't a mess of your making. No reason for anyone to stick the broom and dustpan in your hand for the cleanup. NTA. Mr. Awesome Dad needs to tell his daughter now that you are not her mom. Because he is making bad worse. It may be confusing now, but with time and patience Juniper can adjust to reality. And your ex's guilt tripping is way out of line. NTA. It's not her fault. But isn't mine either. Of course not. It's her father's fault. And be sure to remind him every time he brings it up. NTA. Your ex has his own special seat in hell for his manipulation of this situation. Yes. The child is blameless, but your ex made his bed. Now he gets to lay in it. And I'll bet 100 Reddit dollars that he doesn't actually gaff about how sad Juniper is. He just wants a break from being a full-time parent and is trying to weasel that break from you. It's a shame you can't divorce him twice. NTA. I think I've seen your ex's balls outside of a Target. I'm so sorry this baby is hurting. She's of the age where I'm sure she's trying to figure out her little world. Part of that is copying her big brothers. And I commend you for shutting her down kindly. But your ex is a piece of work. He cannot ask you to support him. And he definitely cannot ask you to take this kid off his hands. He had a supportive parenting partner and he threw it all away when he cheated on you. NTA. He cheated on you. The circumstances are unfortunate, but he's really crossing a line with his expectations and actions. You've made your decision and he needs to respect that. Especially that last part where he sends a video. Come on. Grow up. NTA. I feel for the kid, but it will confuse her more later down the line if you play along. He should be holding, cuddling her AR pickup so she doesn't get the chance to do this. He cheated and needs to deal with the consequences, which are raising and parenting this baby alone. You are NTA. Of course you are not happy when Juniper is sad. But you are also not happy that your husband had an affair. And his actions directly caused the breakdown of your family. His estrangement with his kids, etc. It is gracious of you to acknowledge he is a good father. And all you can do is reply, actually none of this makes me happy. But I am trying to heal. Wrap my head around not getting to be with my kids every day. And co-parent our 4 kids together. I cannot take on your child and hope someday you will understand that and be able to lovingly teach Juniper about who her mom was. He is a single parent to Juniper. And while I am sure he could use some assistance in raising her, he should look to his own family and circle for help in doing that. I am sorry for your difficult situation. NTA. Your ex is such a shitty father. Wow. He could easily take Juniper on a walk or leave the house to do something fun with her 15 minutes before you pick up the boys so she doesn't have to see you. He's completely abdicating his role as a father to that little girl. Of course she's confused. Instead of protecting her, he's setting her up for disappointment. Also, good for you for setting a boundary. This is something that's only going to get harder as she gets older if you start letting her call you mom. Here's where this would lead. Why do brothers get to spend more time with you, mommy? Do you love them more? Why weren't you at my ballet practice? Pretending is cruel and solves nothing. Your ex is being such an asshole. NTA. Change it. Curb pick up. Let you kids know that this works better for you. Your ex was banned needs to figure his ish out. I don't blame you for feeling this way. Your younger two need an age-appropriate talking to about what is going on. Good God, you must be able to see his balls from Pluto. NTA. Sorry for his little girl, but she is not your responsibility unless you want her to be. He needs to be a better father and explain to her on her level and continue doing so. And maybe get her a nanny. And therapy when the time is right. NTA. He shouldn't be trying to guilt trip you. NTA. Not in the slightest. You are kind to be so kind to Juniper, but your ex made his bed. Boy did he ever. and has to lie in it every day. Not your problem, and please work hard to not feel guilt. Sounds like your ex will try to guilt you as much as he can. NTA. He knows his life would be easier if you took on mom duties. So he will continue to try to get you to change your mind. It's been established he's a cheater and a bad partner. Now we all know he's a selfish as well. NTA. It sounds like he is struggling with raising a baby alone. However, that is not your concern. Responsibility or family. If it were me, I would tell him not to contact me anymore unless it's an emergency. The kids are old enough to communicate basic things between you like pickup time, etc. You should also wait in the car at pickup and drop off. You are NTA. You are doing everything right here. Your ex sounds like a nightmare. You have no responsibility to Juniper. He should be explaining to her who her mom was, what happened to her mom, why mom isn't around, etc., and helping her deal with those emotions. Instead, he's encouraging his daughter to view you as mom and putting the blame on you when his daughter feels like she's being abandoned by her mom. That poor little girl is going to have some truly awful trauma to go through when she's an adult. But that's not your fault, and you should not feel guilt over it. Try to have less communication with your ex. Only discuss what's necessary for the kids. If he uses contact channels as a way to essentially harass you, which is what this boils down to, then he shouldn't have as much access to you. NTA. Tell your kids curbside pickup now. Do either of them have a phone for you to text when you arrive? It's sad, but Juniper is not your responsibility, and your ex is wanting you to play house and parent to the child he fathered with another woman while married to you. Your obligations end at the kids he fathered with you.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. AmITheAsshole is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.